Hey guys. I was out at a customer getting loaded, and there was a guy there who didn't have the equipment that he needed to be able to do his job. And I mean, if you'll excuse me, I'm a little bit dirty. As you can see, I'm loaded. I just got back to my house. I loaded about 50 miles from here. So I didn't bother cleaning up because as soon as we get done with this video, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get a shower. But I ran into this guy there about 2 weeks ago who didn't have the equipment that he needed to do the job. I ended up loaning him some stuff so he could get what he needed done. Because I do carry a lot extra. But for the newer flatbedders out there, I wanted to just go through some equipment to show you guys some of what I carry. One thing that you guys with a regular flatbed are going to need that I don't have, so I can't show it to you, is tarps, because I have a Conestoga. So I mean, these are my tarps here, and this whole deal, from all the way in the back, right there, it'll slide all the way forward to, I don't know, probably to about here, and then from the front, it could slide all the way back. If you see, I got latches here that hold it into place, and also down below. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. This will start with, well, we'll start grabbing stuff. All right. One of the first things is chains. Okay. You need chains. For most of us. Some guys out there don't haul stuff that require chains. Like some of the guys who work strictly for like lumber yards. Shit, sorry, there's a bee in here. But the vast majority of us need chains. I carry 3/8. I know most guys are going to carry a 5/16, just a little bit smaller. I have I carry like 10. I think I may have 11 on here right now. And then I have like 12 5/16 in my storage, in my garage. Just in case any of these break while I'm on the road. I get home over the weekend, I go get these out until I can get back down to Alabama to get over to utility trailer sales so I can pick up some more. To go with your chains stuff, you're going to need chain binders. This is a 3/8 to 1/2 inch ratchet binder. A lot of guys don't like these. Running a lot of coils and stuff like I do, I find these a lot easier to work with. A lot of times I find that they don't really need any more tightening up, and I've never had a problem with them backing out. That being said, a lot of guys will carry a snap binder. I carry one just for, I don't know, just really pretty much just because I haven't taken it out of here. Another thing that you'll need, get this out of the way, is a winch bar. Okay, this will work with your snap binders. This will work on your winches to tighten down your straps. And it also makes a good self-defense tool if you keep it inside of the cab of your truck with you. Mine doesn't really get used because I don't have any winches. I don't have a winch track on the side of my trailer. I do carry some portables, but I am not using them anymore. But I keep this back here in case I ever need it for something. being said, we have winches. Okay, as you can see, these are portables. You put them down on the rail underneath, tighten them down. Like I said, I don't use these anymore. A lot of places will recommend that you don't, but I've never had a problem with one messing up or anything like that. The only reason I don't use them anymore is because the rail on the side of my trailer, down underneath where you would hook the winch up to, isn't strong enough. I mean, it's all aluminum, it's really thin, it bends, which is why I don't use it, and which is why, I don't know if you can see these here, these are portable ratchets, and all my ratchets have a chain end. I'm going to show that to you now. This is just a little 2-inch, it's a little 2-inch ratchet. See, and they have chain ends on it because I hook onto my J hook. Should be one of these here. You see, I keep some binders hooked up to some of these. These will go down inside of a little rail, a little lip right down here on the bottom of my trailer. I have one on either side, and then I have 2 in the middle right here, and I got 2 in the middle, like right here. Another thing that you're going to need is straps. Okay, these are 4-inch straps with a flat hook. I don't know if you can see that in there. I got a little one here. So you can see the flat hook. So you can see this is brand new. Again, I don't use these, but I still carry them just in case. But probably here in the next, I don't know, probably here in the next week or two, when I go through and I reorganize again, I'm going to take all my straps out, all my portable winches, and I'm going to go put them in storage. This is a coil rack. You put this on the ground, you put a piece of dunnage here. Obviously you're going to need 2 of these, and then your coil will sit down right on top. A mistake I see being made with these is some guys will only use 2, and they'll set you know, like a 48,000 pound coil on top of it. The problem is these are only rated for 10,000 pounds. So I mean, for a 48,000 pound coil, you really should be using 5. Another thing that I see that guys don't do is use friction mats. This is really small. This is just a tiny little section. I have some that are bigger, but I can't really get to them right now because the load is actually sitting on top of them. But this would go on the floor, then your coil racks would sit on top of it, and then you put your dunnage in, preferably beveled dunnage. I have some 4x4 hardwood beveled dunnage. I also carry some 5x5s. I don't have any out right now, but you know, use your dunnage. If you get small coils or something, it's nice to bring some blocks like this to put in between the coil rack and the dunnage. Another thing that this is nice for is if you're hauling shotgun coils, you can put this down in the front, put one in the back, run a chain across right here, and pulling back a little bit. The one that's going to be behind the coil, put the chain pulling forward a little bit, and this will help keep the you know, just in case you have a hard break or something, hopefully it'll help keep the coil where it's supposed to be. For you guys for your regular flatbed guys, with tarps, you need some bungees to secure your tarp, or you could also use rope, but bungees are a lot easier to work with. It's a lot quicker. They tend to wear out a little bit faster than rope will, but when it comes to the time saved, it's worth it. I do carry a couple of these to hang various things up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I carry like 10. I got some more over on my side box. For edge protection, you got a whole bunch of different options. Okay, if you're using straps and running lumber or something, it's cheap plastic edge protectors. They work well. They're not that great, but they'll get the job done. They do make some heavier duty ones called V-boards. They're a lot nicer, but you're gonna spend a lot more money for them. I think the last time I got some when I was running regular flatbed, it was like, I don't know, $40 to $60 for 20 of the little V-boards. These ones here, I mean, you can find them for $1 a piece, you know, maybe even down to 50 cents a piece, depending on where you get them at. I carry like 30 of those, but I have never used them. Okay, not in 6 months. Okay, they haven't been used. What I'll usually use if I'm going to use any edge protection are these little pads here. I don't know what these are made of, but you can get these at usually like an Alcoa or some place like that where you're going to be pulling aluminum coils. I don't know if you can see them on here, but I got them underneath every single ratchet here, and I've got them underneath the straps on the other side, as you can see right there. I'll use these on coils. I'll pretty much use these on everything. Another thing that you're gonna want is metal edge protectors, okay? I'll also use these on coils. Usually what I'll do is I'll put it together like this. I'll run the chain over the top. It helps pad the coil and, you know, keeps it good. Another thing that I carry that you're not gonna see too often, because this is something that we actually had made, but is a little deal like this, okay? What we use this for is for trip chains. So you could use it the same as you would this block, like we were just talking about. So what would you do? So you'd stick it on the item here. If this was a coil, okay, you stick it flat up against the coil. You'd run a chain through here and go down and pull back. And this just kind of helps keep it in there a little bit better. This is less likely to break than the wood will. I mean, that's not hardwood that I use, you know, so it is prone to cracking. This is aluminum. Okay, it's been welded. This is made by Utility. Okay, this is based off of a design that my company came up with, and so it's not something that I'm not even sure if you could buy one, but it may be something to look into. See if you have somebody, you know, who could get something made for you like this. It's going to hold up extremely well. Like I said, I haul a lot of coils. This is something that I use a lot. Another thing that you're going to want for coils and for a lot of stuff, this is just a rubber mat. I've been told that it's made out of conveyor belting. I don't know how true that is, but usually you can get these. I carry a bunch of these. I have a bunch in the trailer. I also have a bunch under the bed in my truck that still haven't been used. That's actually where the rest of my plastic edge protectors are, and I have a whole new box of metal edge protectors that I'm waiting for the rest of these to rust through, and then I'm going to switch them out. What you do is you take that friction pad that I'd shown you earlier, you put that on the ground, put your coil racks on top of it, put your dunnage in, then you put this inside of there, inside of your little coil bed that you just built, and then the coil is going to sit on top of this, and this helps pad the coil from the dunnage. And I believe that's pretty much the extent of what I carry. I do have a couple of other little things. I have a moving blanket inside of the truck that really I don't use anymore because, you know, I don't have a tarp. It's just in there. Usually every now and then, if I need to do something on the ground, I need to work on something on the truck or on the trailer, I have that so I can lay it on the ground. I also carry a tool bag. Almost forgot. Another thing that every flatbedder should have, this, is some PB Blaster or WD-40, something like that. For, I mean, you spray your winches, you spray your binders. You know, I'll spray the cotter pins on my chains and stuff every now and then, just make sure everything's lubricated. I'll spray my ratchet straps, not the strap part, but you know, the actual ratchet portion of it. I'll spray those down, make sure everything's gonna work the way that it's intended to. And I believe that is about it. Like I said, I have some other kind of dunnage. I don't know if you can see right here. These are 6 foot 4x4s. Some of them are beveled. Most of them are hardwood. I have some 4 foots over here up against the right here. So you can see I have 2 here. I got 4 more over there. And I've actually got, I don't know, I got like 1 or 2 in the headache rack down here. And then I have some bigger, those are 4x6s also. You can see I keep all my straps here. These are my new LED lights I just installed. I keep my ratchet straps hanging up here. Some binders, I'll usually put my 4-inch ratchets down in there. And then I keep all my chains and most of my coil racks here. I do have some on the ground that are more heavy duty, but I don't really use them. I like these ones better. So I guess that's it. I'm gonna go home and get a shower. I'll see you guys later.